Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Halal Crypto Investing. It's been a little while since my last video, just been busy with GCSE exams and a few other things, trips away. So I'm back now and let's get straight into things. Recently, I saw this podcast by one of the guys at 1confirmation. And so I liked some of the points he was making. So let's look into their portfolio. So you can see I'm just searching for 1confirmation, and here is their website. I don't really know much about 1confirmation. I've seen their logos here, and when it came to funding, I've seen 1confirmation. Other than that, I don't really know as much. And I was listening to the podcast, and they were talking about their portfolio as well as other just general theses, things they agree with or don't agree with. Their thesis is more around building the right products. And so it's a different thesis. And so let's look into this. So let me explore this. I don't know much about them. I don't know much about their portfolio. So hopefully this video is some learning for me as well as for you. So we can see they've got an interest in OpenSea, Ethereum, Nexus Mutual, Bitcoin, Coinbase, DYDX. One of the founders was an early worker at Coinbase. So that's the other interesting thing I thought that came to mind that was interesting. Bloxroot, Polymarket, Cosmos, Polkadot, Stride, SuperRare. They do like NFTs. So SuperRare is an old project. So I don't want to go into that. Primitive is new. So let's look at Primitive. I don't know much about Primitive. So Primitive, let's see if there's anything on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Primitive. What is that? Nope, nothing on Primitive. On CoinGecko. Let's see. So this is maybe something that will come out later on. Let's do a search on Primitive. Does anything pop up? Crypto Primitive. Let's see what this is showing. Primitive.xyz. Gamma exposure for liquidity providers leads to loss versus rebalancing. Primitive objective-based investing. Choose an available strategy, deposit, withdraw, repeat, all on-chain. So that's to do with an on-chain thing. Managing a free portfolio management, fee generation in AMMs, portfolio management value functions, and LP shares. So that's interesting. So that's yet to come out. So that's something on the radar. Interesting. Koop. Let's look at Koop. Okay, is there anything on CoinGecko on Koop? I don't think there is. There isn't. So let's look at Koop. Search for Koop in the same way. Koop. Crypto Koop. I'm using crypto because I think that may be a better, quicker way to identify it. Koop wallet. Interesting. Most trusted and secure wallet. So probably, let's do another thing actually. Crypto Koop and 1confirmation. Let's see if anything pops up. We do that. And Koop launches with $5 million in funding to capitalize on NFT. Let's look at this headline. Koop launches with funding to capitalize on NFT fandom. So it's to do with that. So that's something. Let's see. Business Insider. Have a 21-year-old raised $5 million for her crypto startup Koop. And let's look at the next one. Is it paywalled? Now, a 21-year-old college dropout, Natalia Murillo, raised $5 million for a startup through cold reach outs to investors at crypto firms like Variant and 1confirmation. That's an interesting one. We'll look at their portfolio maybe another time. The crypto startup Koop raised $5 million. Koop, co-founded by 21-year-old Natalia Murillo, makes tools for groups to fundraise with NFTs. So makes tools for groups to fundraise with NFTs. Murillo got into NFTs as a USC student and found her investors through Twitter. Interesting. And we can see a list of people here. And angel investors, Balaji's there, a few other names there. So yeah, there you have it. Interesting. So let's look at the Koop wallet. So it's to do with NFTs, as you can see. The most trusted and secure crypto wallet. Best crypto features you won't find anywhere else. So it looks like this is different to the other ones. Non-custodial wallet with support of 7 blockchains and their assets. So this looks like it's slightly different from the other one because this just looks like a normal wallet as opposed to an NFT exchange. So that links to the podcast I was listening to in terms of the guy referencing NFTs. All right, let's move on back to their portfolio, Koop and Primitive. Got an idea of what may happen. Hop is Hop protocol, I think. Let's just double check. What protocol? I remember coming across this a while back. Yeah, what protocol? That's an old project. I'm more interested in the newer projects. That's why I'm kind of skipping through this. This is a July. This came out in the bear market, July 2022. So we can see that there. And the prices, I mean, let's look at this. The lowest was 5 cents rather. And so it's not far from the bottom. At one point it went to 25 cents, so that's interesting. So the bull market is coming. Let's look at the market cap. That's the most important thing for now. So it's got a market cap of $5 million, which is very low. So the next thing to look into is comparing it to other protocols like this. So Hop protocol, I think it's a bridging thing, unless I'm mistaken. Let's look at Hop protocol. A protocol for sending tokens across rollups and their shared layer 1 network in a quick and trustless manner. So, yeah. So what I'm thinking is comparing this to other projects and how far the market cap can go. So on a kind of basic level, 5 million market cap is relatively low. And so it will have room to maneuver. And then your market cap previously was an all-time high of 18 million. So from here to 18 is just over 3x. So that's not a bad ROI. So let's stick to this. The comparison rule of thumb for me is comparing it to ETH and Bitcoin. So if we look at Bitcoin and then we look at ETH, just to compare the risk to reward. So that, I mean, at the moment it's just a 3x to its previous all-time high. The assumption I'm making is in a bull market, it will go higher than that. So it's more than 3x. And because it's a newer project, it could potentially go higher. And so if we look at Bitcoin, previously in the last cycle, it went to say 20,000. From 20, it went to 60,000. Higher than that. I think it was 64 or something. But anyway, let's say 60 for easy maths. So if it goes, let's say it can double from 60. So, 100,000, that's a nice psychological number, 100,000. So we are currently on, what price are we on now? We are on 30,000. 30,000 to 100,000 is just above 3x. So compared to Bitcoin, this is a kind of similar return. And since in terms of its history, it may have more to go to. So I think there is compared to Bitcoin, this is probably a better return. Obviously, the risk is higher. Let's compare it to ETH. ETH in its previous high was at, it went to 4,000, 4,600. For easy maths, let's just say 4,000. And prior to that, it was on, I think close to 2,000 at one point, unless I'm mistaken. let's say 1500 just for easy maths. So from 1500 it went to 4500. So what is that? 15, 30, 45. So that's 3x. So in a similar way, let's say let's be conservative, let's say it doubles. So from 4.5, it can double to 9,000. So it can get to 9,000. The current price is just under 2,000. So from 2 to 8 is 4x, 4 and a little bit. So when you compare ETH and HOP, ETH is obviously giving you 4x. This is giving you just above 3x. And obviously you're hoping, because it's a new kind of bull market, it may have that. So compared to Ethereum, HOP protocol, it's all right. The question is the risk to reward better? Now, again, it's about comparing this to other protocols like this. So that's something to look into further. I hope you found this video interesting, and see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.